It's the one that's become almost as familiar as the Minster itself to York fans recently. 3 of this side, Andy McMillan, Wayne Hall and John McCarthy, have played in every match, and the rest of the 11 have missed only a handful of games between them. Continuity has been the recipe for success. And the final ingredient in the recipe has been Paul Barnes, the club's record £50,000 signing from Stoke City. His 21 goals have justified the investment and made all the difference to a side that 12 months ago finished 4th from bottom of the old 4th division. Crewe are fielding a side that's very much a mixture of youth and experience, and with a considerable Yorkshire influence in it. Sean Smith was once with Halifax Town, and Darren Carr was a centre-back with Sheffield United before his move to Gresty Road. Captain Stuart Evans was also at Bramall Lane, as well as Rotherham, and fans there who remember him as a lanky striker will be surprised to see him today in his new role of sweeper. The man in charge is Alan Gunn of South Chailey in Sussex, obviously highly rated by the powers that be. This is his 13th appearance at Wembley. Crewe are playing in all blue today, their change strip. York in their familiar red shirts and dark blue shorts. Most of the York players, when they were out on the turf before the game, they couldn't believe it, and they won't believe this if the ball goes in the net. It's looped over the top of that crossbar, and there was some indecision in the York defence. I was going to say that the York players were admiring the turf. It's a wonderful surface today, but they were almost caught out here immediately. The ball had been laid back by Ward. McKinney made the run inside the area, got it over the top of Kiley, and it landed just over the top of the crossbar. Barnes dispossessed by young Gareth Wally that time, and there's another youngster, 2 more of them in fact, Walters and then Lennon, and Lennon's given it away this time. Cannon will look to exploit that. Still Cannon here, tricks his way into a shooting position and off the crossbar. Desperately unlucky for Tony Cannon. York's longest serving player is in his 9th season at Bootham Crescent, and he'll be so bitterly disappointed, although he's wearing a grin. And Lennon would have really let his side down badly there with that pass if Cannon had been able to go on and score from that. He knew what he wanted to do, lashed in the shot, and it came off the bar. Very unlucky for Cannon. I think York's hustling style is unsettling Crewe, especially in defence where they're dallying on the ball a little bit too long. Now Barnes seeking to get away from his marker, and referee Gunn saw nothing wrong there. So the ball is played down the line to Edwards, and he's played an intelligent pass down the line as well. Here's Ashley Ward, he could change things now. Still Ward, and a critical tackle by Stancliffe again. Ward, the former Manchester City and Leicester player, is very quick and comfortable on the ball, and that was a tremendous tackle by Stancliffe. But let's have a look at this. Tremendous tackle that, and that showed all the experience of Paul Stancliffe, the 35-year-old. Atkin, and then Pepper. And now Barnes. Oh, lovely play from Barnes. Good back heel, and McCarthy. Fouled by Evans. No, referee says play on. It's a great chance for York. McCarthy off the upright. Tremendous opportunity that for John McCarthy. And credit to the referee and linesman for allowing play to continue, but now at the other end it's Crewe who are coming straight back at York. They've got their opportunity. Naylor appeals for handball against Atkin, not given. But what a chance that was for York City to take the lead. Barnes, a delightful quality back heel. The ricochet was fortunate for York. Evans tried to tug McCarthy back. The linesman and referee said play on. Now look, Swan's up there, Cannon's there, and McCarthy looking for the glory hit the post. It's always cruel for anybody to lose at Wembley. Just last Sheffield Wednesday. But now in the closing minutes of this match, it will be heartbreaking for one of these two sides if a goal is forthcoming now. That was an excellent ball. Naylor here for Crewe. York have to get men around him. Woodward, who looks composed. Naylor. He's tricking and teasing his way in. Naylor! Splendid stop by Kiley, and it comes off Stancliffe for a Crewe corner. Well, all credit to Dean Kiley in the York goal there. He's not had a lot to do at all today, But when he's confronted here by Tony Naylor, the man with a terrific goal-scoring record, he got his angle perfect. Crewe's corner from Wally. More danger for the York keeper here, and it's thumped over the top from Stuart Evans. Well, the two big men had gone up together, and Evans is a real handful. I mean, he's 6'4". He's bound to be. He got above Stancliffe, but couldn't keep it down. Are we set for 30 more minutes? Are Crewe going to pinch it from Woodward's ball in? No. Corner, throw in. Short for Wally, who's working tirelessly at the moment. A danger again here. Swan takes it on the chest. Can do no more than hook it into the path of Carr. Evans dallied. Away goes McCarthy. Can York win it now? Barnes wants it up the middle. It's still McCarthy. John McCarthy. He might win it for York. Oh, over the top. Most of the York players sink to their knees. McCarthy holds his head, and the whistle has gone. He'd have won promotion for York in that very second. What a dramatic way to end the 90 minutes. And it really is an awful way for poor John McCarthy, because there's a consoling arm around him here. He'd got Barnes inside him, he'd got Blackstone calling for it, he twisted the defender Smith inside out and then spooned it over the bar. Well, Alan Little knows that at this moment he could have been punching the air and celebrating a place in next season's second division, instead of which he's now got to lift those players who've had the glory snatched away from them. Who has got the stronger character now? That's what it's down to. It's a test of will and stamina. And here come Crewe initially. They've certainly been lifted by that let-off. What a let-off it was for them. Macmillan. Barnes and Blackstone trying to get around Carr. That was lazy, and if Swan gets in here, there might be something on for York. Barnes. Credit Crewe, though, they got numbers around again, and they had to do. It really is surprising that there have been no goals, and you think that Crewe scored 9 in their 2 playoff matches against Walsall. York's strength perhaps has been their defence, however, this season, and it's held firm up to this moment. Now then, what can Naylor do this time for Crewe? Naylor, the shot straight at Kiley. And the ebb and flow means that we go straight back to the other end via the artistry of McCarthy here. They're lining up in front of him. McCarthy trying to wriggle in. McCarthy, can he do it this time? No, they've kept him out. Saved again from Blackstone now by Smith. The youngster is the hero for Crewe at that moment. It looked odds on that McCarthy would score. It looked almost certain that Blackstone would score. Neither of them could beat him. Two men marking Naylor, one of them Macmillan. Up front is Barnes now. Might get away. No, Evans was there. Macmillan onside. Barnes, good play from him. Tricky again, left foot through. Chance, goal! York in front. And unbelievably, York City take the lead here in extra time. Due reward indeed, and can you believe it, it's Gary Swan again. The man whose goal brought York City to Wembley. It was his first goal for the club, and now the only man in the team born in York gets the goal that could win promotion. Credit to Barnes here. He turned superbly well, and he laid it on equally well, and Swan drills it into the Crewe net. That's Steve Tuttle, so it looks as though Alan Little might decide now, and he holds his arms aloft to the York fans and says, come on, sing louder. Lift us up, lift us into the second division. That's a York ball and a York substitution as well, as Steve Tuttle will come on in place of Paul Stancliffe, and I'm sure that Stancliffe will regret having to leave the scene. And look at that message, do your job, he says to Steve Tuttle. Take us up now. He's done his part, that's for sure. Well, Tuttle isn't as experienced as Stancliffe, but he's seen a lot of Football League action, and it shouldn't be beyond him. Ward now, Naylor's inside the area, this could be the equaliser. Excellent defending, Atkin it was. He stuck out a boot and deflected it away from Naylor, who must wonder if it's ever going to go his way today. They've given away a corner, but they really don't mind. Tremendous tackle that from Paul Atkin when it was most needed. Lennon now. He'll try a shot, I'm sure. It didn't get through. He's got the ball back again. Crewe have retained their composure. Another chance, and this time it's Blackstone who gives away another Crewe corner. A minute left. Real anguish for York fans here at the death. In extra time. Crewe, a corner kick for them. It's beyond levels. Is that a handball? It is! Oh no! Dearie me. And it's Tuttle, the substitute, as he went up for the ball. He handled it, the linesman spotted it, the referee pointed to the spot, and in the last minute of extra time, Crewe have the opportunity to force a penalty shootout. There was Tuttle with the arm, and so Crewe Alexandra can save their necks. They have a penalty kick. Dave McKinney is the man charged with the responsibility. Can Dean Kiley stop it? No, it's a goal for McKinney, and the match is surely going to go to a penalty shootout now. In the very last minute, it's cruel when you think that Sheffield Wednesday were beaten in the last minute of extra time here with an Andy Linnigan header by Arsenal, and now York, a minute away from promotion, might have had it snatched away from them. McKinney drilled it past Kiley's right hand, and it's 1-1. And Dario Gradi must now feel as though the gods are smiling on his side. What a mistake for Tuttle to make, though. He's only been on the field a matter of minutes, and Paul Stancliffe there, sitting alongside Alan Little. Well, I can read his thoughts. Well, say what you want about the playoffs. They do produce drama. Here's Wally. Here's Naylor. Can Crewe snatch it now? Wood with the substitute. Too high. It took a deflection. It's a corner. They scored from their last corner, albeit with a helping hand. And the look on Kiley's face said it all. He's a young man and he's not letting many goals all season, and it's cruel on him to be beaten from a penalty in the last minute. York should have been celebrating by now. Instead, it's York looking for a winner. Kiley makes an important stop to the flick back heel from Naylor. And we have a penalty shootout again at Wembley. Just as last season when Scunthorpe lost it to Blackpool, now it's York against Crewe from the spot. Alan Little has seen victory snatched away at the death, but it's not all over yet, of course. He'll feel it's important to get the first one into the Crewe net. McCarthy, who was so unlucky at times today not to score in open play. So here comes John McCarthy, scores! 1-0 York. Coolly done. Beautifully placed, even though the keeper moved. This looks familiar. It's Dave McKinney. It's only about 10 minutes ago, but he put the ball high into the net to Kiley's right. Where's it going to go this time? Into the right-hand side again, and it's a 100% record on the day for McKinney. He's scored twice from the spot, and he's kept Crewe in it. 1-1. That flew in. It's the turn of Paul Barnes. He's been suffering with cramp for much of the second half. Barnes, he takes a long run up. It's gone straight into the middle of the net, and young Smith, can't believe it, he got a finger to that. The goalkeeper feels he was a little unlucky there. Almost went underneath him. In fact, it just came off his knee, I think. It's now the former Halifax Town fullback, Sean Smith's turn. He's left-footed. The others have all been right-footed so far. Smith's left foot, good enough. 2-2. Precisely taken. It really can be a mind-numbing exercise for those involved. And the next to try his luck is Tony Canham, York's longest serving player. He scores. Held his nerve, Tony Canham. He hit the bar, he hit the post during the game, now he's hit the net. Rolled it in, Alan McCarthy. No trouble with that. And what a pressure point now for a young man in his first season of league football, Gareth Whalley. Whalley versus Kiley. He saved it! It's the first miss. It's not all over yet, don't forget, it's the first miss. But Gareth Whalley has his shot saved by Dean Kiley. And thoughts go back to last year when Scunthorpe entrusted spot kicks to youngsters like Jason White and Graham Alexandra, and they were foiled just as Whalley is now. York can take a 4-2 lead here with their regular penalty taker, Nigel Pepper. He's scored 7 this season. He's scored 8, and York lead 4-2 in the penalty shootout. They need one more, or Crewe only need to miss one more. And the onus will be on Ashley Ward. That was a very well taken spot kick by Nigel Pepper. Now, Crewe's latest signing, Ashley Ward, formerly of Manchester City, formerly of Leicester City, has to score or York will be up and Crewe won't be up. He favours the long run-up. Ashley Ward, he scores. That had to go in. And it's 4-3 now. But if Wayne Hall can pop the ball into the Crewe net with this next spot kick, the prize will be York City's. That was no trouble to Ward. Hall. He'll be left-footed. The other York penalties were all taken with the right foot. Now, it's Wayne Hall. He's got 1 goal all season. He's won them promotion! It's one of the greatest days in the history of York City. They'll play in Division 2 next season. Wayne Hall, who hasn't missed a game since January last year, rounds off a marvellous day for York City, who are on their way up. He's got only 1 goal all season, but that's going to be the most treasured moment of his career. And you've got to say now that the week's preparation has paid off, because they spent 2 days practicing spot kicks. All those 5 players, McCarthy, Barnes, Canham, Pepper and Hall, they all scored, and so Tutil's mistake in conceding a penalty in the last minute of extra time doesn't matter. Kiley gets the congratulations from Paul Stancliffe there, who wins promotion for the 5th time in his career. It's a cruel way for anybody to lose, and I'm sure a lot of sympathy will be with Crewe's young Gareth Wally. His was the only shot saved in the penalty shootout, but it was good enough for Wayne Hall to step up and steal the glory for York.
To be fair, I've had a good day. I've enjoyed it. You know, you hear people say take it as it comes and remember it, and I have. I've remembered everything about it. I wasn't nervous beforehand, and even in the penalties I wasn't nervous. I thought, well, we've done well, we've put a good show, and if we don't do it, we don't do it. You know, but I really enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it all.
I didn't really have any nerves. I just put the ball on the spot, and I knew the gaffer had asked me, well, just keep positive, and where you're going to put it, make sure you do, don't change your mind, and it worked.
No, it was the day. It was a great day for us. I mean, super pitch, great atmosphere. It's everything. It's everything everybody wants, and I've had a taste of it, and it's fantastic.
It's going to be a nice summer.
Yeah, great summer, and the hard work starts again August 15th.
In the meantime, York can enjoy the glory, and rightly so. Well done to all of them. From all of us, goodbye.